Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery and today's review is gonna be on the design evolution of Pentill's iconic Clic Eraser. So let's stay tuned. Thank you Lego Man for the erasers. Now let's take a look. So the Clic Eraser has been around for quite a long time. It was probably introduced sometime in the early 80s, if not on the late 70s, and it became widely the most sold and popular eraser pen around the world. It has many close rivals like Staedtler, Papermate Rotring, Sanford, as well as other brands probably have been and produced at some point some eraser pens due to the popularity of the Clic Eraser. This is the older one. The first original design, as you can see, the clip is slender, it's plastic. It has some gripping here to push and retract the eraser, as you can see. Overall the design looks, well, kind of fairly dated. Same barrel, has some ridges over here for gripping, as you can see. Over here on the back says push, so you can also get some sturdy so the eraser doesn't wobble. So when you push it, you just grab it, you push here on the back and you have a more grip and the eraser won't wobble that much. Again, this is the earliest design. It was around this since throughout the 80s, 90s, up to around the late 90s, early 2000s, when this eraser had a redesign. As you can notice, since the earlier ones, it has same Pentill logo, Clic Eraser. This is the ZE21 Japan. These were all made in Japan, as far as I know. They always had the white or kind of pearl white clip, and it came in several colors, solid colors, and they also had some theme with colors, colored clips. So they had many variants for several years. This one's from the 1990s, from back when my stationery purchases when I was in school. So I still keep it, it's brand new. It's kind of harder to find these nowadays, but they were sold for a long time. Even here in Mexico, one might be able to, maybe lucky to find one of these the older ones, around. In some, maybe in some old stationery shop, but they're fairly available. It was a very widely sold eraser, so one might be able to find it anywhere. And then came the redesign. This one is they made it like smoky. This is a black equivalent, as I will call it, the smoky. You can see the whole eraser here, as you can see. It uses the same refill. There was no change on the refill. The refills all pretty much the same. You have this sort of slanted and rigid area which kind of gets stuck on the inside, and that's how it gets fairly there. You just, when you push down the clip, it goes down. So what was the whole restyling on it? Okay, you still have the same push here in the back, same ridges to grab it and grasp it, same font, Clic Eraser, except that now it says a 2 and the name is ZE11 when the previous one used to be called ZE21. So this is ZE11 and still made in Japan. And the major change was the clip. If we compare the clips, this one is more slanted, more flat, the older one, but it was very prone to breaking. I remember having older ones which I easily broke, so that was the bad part of this eraser. I mean, I felt that when I broke the clip I didn't want it anymore. There was no replaceable clips, you had to replace the whole eraser, so that was the bad part about this. And this one's kind of more designed to be kind of more prone to be clipped, as this one was probably less probable and more easier to be broken. So this one has a wider clip and more curved, which looks nice, kind of more modern. You have the ridges over here on the close to the clip part, as well as on the top, to push it either on the bottom or all the way up. So it works. I mean, the design works well. The clip's modern, actual. This is the current style. I do like it, but I'm fond of the old ones, considering the style and the dated fact. But it works pretty well. I mean, this is kind of more designed to be more long-lasting. This is the same quality plastic, still made in Japan as the first one. And then came another slight revision. Same new clip, now with a gripping section. So now we have a grip, which works better. You don't have to push on the back, so it should be more easier to work with it anyways. This is the same Clic Eraser, but now this is the ZE22. The first one was ZE21, the oldest one. So this revised one, since the newer one is ZE11, this is the ZE22. This one in particular is made in Mexico, manufactured in Mexico. I didn't know that until once I bought a set. I noticed this, so this is pretty cool. I mean, I always thought that they always made all their erasers in Japan, but they do manufacture this one, the grip one, here in Mexico. So, and it's the same quality as the Japanese, so there's no much difference, except that this one is with the grip one. I think I have seen same with grip ones made in Japan, but I don't think they don't come by that common. At least not this side of the world, in the Americas. And there's also this other rare one. This is a Clic Eraser Hypereraser, which has also been around for quite a long time. This is made in Japan. This is the ZE32. The clip is very slanted, way more slanted, more prone to breaking even than the first one, as you can see. If we compare it, it's really slanted compared to the cylindrical one. You see that? I mean, you see, if we see it sideways, see the cylinder, and we see it totally flat. It's so thin. We can see it sideways. Even the eraser is not so big. The eraser, even the eraser is printed. You look, CER for Japan. This eraser is kind of more of a kind of, it's not sandy, it's kind of like sandy-like, feels like sandy, more like the kind of the ink erasers, except that this one, well, it's just for graphite, I believe. This is a Japanese only market one. I had to buy it online, and there's a all black version called the Hypereraser Pro, which is pretty much the same figure, and it has in white letters Clic Eraser Hypereraser Pro. The eraser refills can be readily available on eBay. Again, this is a very rare, very flat model, Japanese, and it's been for many years. Not sold over here, at least in the Americas. Very odd, very shaped. I actually haven't even used it. I mean, I don't feel like using it. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of fragile, very delicate. I just have it for like collector's purposes, but it's a very rare. Maybe one day will be really collectible. And then we have some other newer odd variants. We have the Pentel Ain Clic. This is the ZE15, and this one's made in Japan. So what's so special about it? Well, as you can see, the clip's kind of more ergonomic, the barrel as well. But what's so special about it? Well, if we see it sideways, it's triangular. So the whole barrel, the whole plastic, because this is all plastic, same as the Clic Eraser, but looks more sturdier, and it kind of brings into mind the whole shape of other mainstream retractable eraser brands. So in this, it's like Pentel perfectioning their Clic Eraser to more popular trends, which is a retractable pen-like or mechanical eraser-like eraser. So we click, we get to see the Eraser Advance, and it's a really funny triangular shape where you can get many corners to erase tiny corners on a sketch or drawing or small writing. So this is more current one. I believe in the US market it's called the Tri-Eraser. So this is the original Japanese one, the Ain Clic, just like their Ain Ain line of products, like in their Ain pencils and Ain LEDs. So this is like the eraser that goes with those. This is more newer. And finally we have the other odd shaped one, which is also kind of rare, and I just started seeing it lately over here in some paper shops. The Pentel Clic Eraser ZE80. So this is the 80, and what's the special about it? Well, this is, if we look sideways, this is square. This is square shape. So if we see, it has some cues from the older one, on the typical classic Clic Eraser. We have the push to grasp and have the eraser not wobble that much. We have some ridges to get some sort of gripping. We have the clip, but this one really isn't a clip or sort of clip to put on your shirt. This is just a clicker, which you push down to retract, or you pull up to retract it again. So as you can see, there are basically 4 types of Clic Eraser shapes, and it all depends on what works for you. Oh, and this one's made in Taiwan. So this one's also made foreignly compared to the main ones made in Japan and Mexico, and this one made in Taiwan. So this is again the square one. We have the triangular, the Ain Clic. We have the slanted Hypereraser, which is like a very slanted, as you can see, like a tablet. And then we have the typical classical cylindrical. But now it's time to see how well these erasers erase. Now let's give it a try with some pencils. I'll grab several shades and degrees just to compare. Let's say, let's see. Okay, I'll grab this. Okay, and grab okay, I'll grab 4 different pencils, and let's compare how well do these erasers erase. Okay, we have first we have a big pencil. So let's see the big, this is an HB, which is fairly popular. Big, this is a big. Then we have a vintage Empire Barrel US made HB pencil. So this is a Empire Barrel HB, which is a vintage pencil. Oh, I forgot to say the big is also HB. Then we have a Conte. We have a Conte Criterion in 3H degree, so this is harder, but I actually see it very dark actually. So this is a Conte Criterion 3H, and finally a dark one, the Faber-Castell 9000 in 7B. So let's see, this is the darkest. This is the Faber-Castell 9000 in 7B, which is the boldest. So let's see. Okay, this is the oldest one, the Pentel Clic Eraser. Even the eraser looks kind of dirty for being age old. Let's erase just a little bit to have it clean. Okay. I think this should work well. Let's give it a try first on the big. Erases fairly okay. I mean, yeah, works well for an HB, as you can see. Now let's try the next one, the Empire Barrel, also an HB. Let's see. So there. Let's see. This is more darker for being an older one. It still leaves a trace, so it does not work that well for an vintage HB. Now let's try a Conte 3H. Well, it works, but this is more harder, even if it doesn't look like it. But it fairly works. But I'm not sure if the camera grabs it, but there's some shadow left. But it's even worse here on the HB of the barrel. So now let's see the 7B in Faber-Castell. Okay, no, this is terrible. For the 7B, it barely has a hard time erasing. So yeah, the classic Clic Eraser is not so well for very dark shades. Basically just works well for HB, or maybe the 3H, so the harder from HB to 3H, more harder shades, yes, but not for darker shades or very graphite. Let's try another one. Let's see. Let's try the Hypereraser, the rare Japanese one. Let's see. Let's give it a try. HB. Oh. Okay. It's very sandy. Feels very rough. No, it still leaves some shade. Nope. Some shadow, sorry. Nope. Let's try here. No, still some shade. I don't like that. It's very sandy. I don't like it really that much. Let's try here. Yeah, still some shade, so nope. I think this one's gonna be the worst. Over here. Yeah. And it barely erases. It's really hard. Lots of shadow, and it's really messing my eraser. So no. No, this eraser is for some kind, from other kinds maybe. Not regular pencils. I think they just have for more technical things, or maybe ink. Maybe I'll need to check again the Pentill website. But no, I won't recommend this one, the Hyper. Now let's see the Ain Clic, the triangular one. Let's see. This one feels more sturdier than the other ones. They feel more softer and wobbly. The traditional cylindrical ones. It's still shadowy on the big pencil. Let's see this on the Empire barrel. Yeah, still some shading. So no. Let's see the Conte. Well, Conte did erase, still some shadow, but it did erase better, apparently. Now let's see the Faber-Castell. No, it's still way too messy, so nope. I won't recommend this one. This is also made in Japan, but no, I don't like this. Let me just shade again here, and I'll try the square one, the square shaped one, and we'll be done. The Empire barrel, the Conte, and the Faber-Castell. Let's see, Faber-Castell. Okay, so let's do the last one. This one, the square shaped one. Okay, let's see, this is brand new. Let's check the big HB. No, it's very messy. Oh, really smudged really badly. Ugh. Look, bulking a lot of residue. So, and no, did not erase too well. Not even an HB. So this is really lousy even as a school eraser. It's really bad quality. It's just like the funky shape, but no, just a big no. Now let's try the Empire barrel. Let's see, so you can see this is white. Let's give it a try. Yeah, still very smudgy, very dirty. I don't like how it erases. I don't like even the composition of how it feels. Feels very gummy, not so sturdy or well made, the eraser. So I don't think this is very even reliable. Let's see the Conte. Well, it erases, but still some shadow, less smudging than the HB. But then again, the HB is a more common grade for school pencil, so no, I wouldn't recommend this pencil. This is like really low quality. Now final one, the Faber-Castell. This is just so messy. It's really bad. This is probably the worst of all the Pentel Clic Eraser, so no, I won't recommend this one at all. I'm sorry, I really wanted to like it, but no. Just look at that. I mean, no. This is the last one on the test, and I think it's Japanese siblings, the Clic Eraser and the Ain Clic, did better. So I will say the worst ones were this one, the square shape, the ZE80 Clic Eraser, and the Hypereraser with this one, which is very sandy and awful, really bad. I will say the original, and in some kinds the Ain Clic, they're a little bit better. But again, this one's just the shape. I mean, they use the same refills as the number 2 current, and this one, the one with the grip one. So I'll say the original is a fairly good one, and I will discard the other ones. So again, I hope you like this review. Thanks for looking. Stay tuned for more. Bye bye.